Hello everyone. It's been a while since I recorded for last time. I haven't been doing vlogs, but I decided to make another one. Um, since it's been a while since we wrote this book with Brian Gerard, and I'm preparing now for the security exam, doing my certification. And I've seen there are a couple of changes that have been happening, especially in the network area. So I decided, why not recording a video and showing you what have changed. So if you're using this book, it's still valid. However, there's some additional things that have happened. Some new services have been added. So today we'll be looking at it. So let's get down to documentation and see what has actually happened there. So since we wrote the book with Brian Gerard on getting Google Cloud Architect certified, there have been a couple of changes being done into networking side. Maybe not only networking side, but they're most visible. So today I decided to give you a walkthrough of what has changed in the firewall, in the Cloud Firewall service, so you can update yourself for the exam. I'm not really expecting that those changes have been reflected in the exam itself, but it's nice to know. So if you read our book, you know that we've been doing some updates in the book showing the new features available in Google Cloud Platform, but it's not very likely that you will find them in the exam itself. So this is again something that you probably should have a look at, but having in mind that maybe it won't be reflected in the exam. So a couple of things that happen are the policies and the multiple policies. So if you look at the left-hand side, you see they are hierarchical firewall policies, global network firewall policies, and regional network firewall policies. So basically, in the book, we describe how you can configure firewall rules, but those policies is something that has been introduced by Google already some time ago, but is changing how the firewall rules are actually applied. I believe all you need to know is to make a good read through those articles here in the documentation, because this actually is saying how those rules apply. So starting from the hierarchical firewalls, so this is something you would be applying on your organization or folders, and this is something that will be inherited down in the hierarchy of the folders. So very useful. You can apply it in your organization and push, and this will be getting the highest priority. The biggest drawback of this is the cost. So be mindful, have a look at the pricing list, because this will be applying to all the nodes that will have this rule affected. So you will be paying for every single node applied. And the global network firewall policies and regional network firewall policies, so as the name says, this is applied on the global level and will apply to your VPC on the global level. This will apply on the regional level. So this basically allows you to collect and update number of rules centrally, which is pretty cool feature. Okay, so how does this all apply? I think all you need is this really nice picture showing you how the rules get applied. So starting from the top, the organization firewall policy will apply, and basically if the traffic is allowed due to the policy, then it's allowed. You can also inspect this. So there is something new introduced. There is an IPS from Palo Alto, which is delivered as a service. This is called Firewall Plus. So this basically allows you to inspect your traffic as the IPSs would do. So you can redirect the traffic to IPS for inspection. Obviously, if the rule denies the traffic, then the traffic is denied. But if there is no rule for the traffic, the incoming traffic, then we have explicit go to next. And the folder firewall policies apply. It's exactly the same evaluation. The difference is that you have iteration here. So say you have multiple folders, you have the root folders, and then you have multiple folders down. the road. So probably you're dividing your folder structure into some sort of organization, business unit. So there will be recursive checks on the policies that you have applied. Okay? Then, quite surprisingly for me, then you get the VPC firewall rules, so the regular rules that you used to do. So this doesn't really have the possibility of doing the layer 7 inspection, so they are either allowed or denied. And if there is no match, we're going to the global network firewall policies. And again, here we have the allow, a layer 7 inspection, or deny. And then it will really depend on where the network traffic resides. So depending on the region and your regional network firewall policies would apply. And of course, at the end, as usual, the VPC firewalls rules, we have the implied ingress deny all, and we have the implied egress allow all. So this is basically the evaluation of the traffic, and depending where the rule hits the match, that's how the traffic will be checked, either denied or allowed. Okay, hopefully this short introduction will allow you to understand better what the changes in the firewall, in the cloud firewall have been introduced. So I encourage you again, go through this reading. Fairly straightforward, easy to learn, and I wish you luck in all the exams and in your career. Thank you.